Yes, I heard the myths about a BA being a bachelor in bugger all.
If you're lazy, you're never going to get a job, you're going to be stuck serving coffee for the rest of your life.
Oh, you're doing a BA. I thought you were better than that.
I just felt as though the people that were saying things like that hadn't really done a BA, and that for them they were speaking about it from quite a different space. I'm the director of Tautai. The vision behind Tautai has always been about bringing Pacific artists together and creating that community and belonging and purpose. My job is around stakeholder engagement, funding, reporting, managing my team, aspiration across the sector, being abreast of things that are happening all around the globe that have anything to do with contemporary Pacific arts. If it's happening out there in the world, I either have to know about it, be participating in it, or be ahead of it.
My current title is Digital Marketing Executive for Paramount Pictures. You got to be quick on your feet. You got to be able to roll with the punches, put fires out at a moment's notice. On my day-to-day, it can be anything from a post you see on social media, a trailer you see on YouTube, an interview with an actor on TV or in a magazine. If you've heard of any of our films, I've effectively done my job.
I moved to Cambodia to work for an organisation called Hagar International. They do incredible work in the rehabilitation of slavery and trafficking and general trauma. So my job basically was to go and work with the comms team there and to sit with survivors and hear their stories and figure out how we could sort of share their voice with the world. The job that I currently have is marketing content specialist at World Vision. Stories are the most important part of my job. BAs, probably the most powerful thing that they teach people is critical thinking, and I think that's across any major that you choose. It's looking at the world through new eyes, and that's always going to be a really helpful skill.
I would argue that my greatest skill is adaptability and the ability to just pick anything up and learn it. The one thing that I took from all of Psych that probably serves me the best is Stats 101, where it's just how to call bullshit on numbers that don't add up. And that applies everywhere.
I like to say the goddess is found in the detail, and that's something I definitely learned while I was studying my BA, to read and reread and to research and go back again and to challenge your own ideas. Since I've graduated, I've published 4 books. When I put out Brown Girls in Bright Red Lipstick, I got an email from a woman in Australia, and she just reached out to me and said, you know, your book made me feel so empowered. I had Brown Girls next to me in my car as I drove away from my abusive partner. And that was just something I had never expected, and those have been my great jewels.
The world needs more people to challenge it right now because we're in a tricky situation, and a BA equips you with the skills to ask questions and to see things from a broader perspective.
Apply yourself. New Zealand is such a small country and such a small industry that simply being present makes you recognizable and approachable and remembered.
The world around you, you really need to engage with it, and you actually have to make your role sometimes. I've done the year in London where I had the 30 job interviews and had to work really hard to get in front of the right people. I've worked in local government and had to learn those systems and processes. I have had times where I've had to just be contract to contract. There is something about the work that you're creating which cannot be replicated in any other sector, and I truly believe that. So it's not just about happiness, it's about really stretching your wings and finding out who you are.